Hello and welcome back to another episode on the Schwaadeheim map. So we have harvested this field, field number 50. And now I will unload the sunflowers and then go to the other field. I think we have leased this one. Field 66, and then we're going to go to field 14. So these two are going to be harvested next. We got some sunflowers out of this field, but not too much. 2,769 liters. But it's something to start, you know, so no problems here. Now let me just set the combine for transport. And here we go. So I hope everyone is doing okay. Everything's good with you. And I hope you will enjoy this easy episode now. Okay, let's go to the outside view. Okay, beacons on, and I think we are ready to travel. So field 66 is on the way to our farmyard, which is convenient, and then field 14 I think is even more towards our farmyard, so we are actually moving towards home. And we are probably going to be we probably won't be filling the whole trailer with the product, with sunflower seeds, because the lands that I rented are not treated to their maximum, so they don't have optimal pH value, they don't have optimal nitrogen values, so yeah, and it shows. When I get to this field 66, I'm going to set up a worker, so we're not gonna be doing most of the harvesting, just around the front and the back of the field, so the worker has enough space to turn around. I think that will be it. So this is the field on our left. We're coming up to it now. So I'm going to put the header over here, where we can unhook the trailer and then hook the combine . Let's wait for traffic. Okay, so we have a lot of traffic. Let me just remedy that real quick. Yeah. This reset button for traffic is godsend. You just press Ctrl T and the traffic is reset, so you can go about your business. Okay, the header is hooked up. I just need to connect the PTO. And I think we'll be able to start doing the work. Okay, and let's go. So I'm gonna do 2 passes up and down over here and 2 passes at the end of the field, so the worker has enough space to turn around. When you engage a worker, it disables collisions, so I mean not collisions but crop destruction. So even if the worker is not is driving over your crop, it's not destroying anything. But if you are driving over your crop, you are going to be destroying it with your wheels, which is a realistic thing, you know. So it's quite cool they implemented that in the base game. I don't think the previous version had that, so FS19, I think it didn't have the crop destruction in the base game. I may be wrong, but I don't remember it being in there. These are not particularly big fields, but when we are going to rent field 126, 124, 121, they will be quite a lot bigger, and yeah, they will give us more product, which will hopefully make a lot of money. This really is such a beautiful map. I know I keep saying that over and over again, but I really mean it. Okay. There is a field right like this right behind my house where I live, and when we were reviewing the city plans, they are planning to build housing over it, so all that nice nature right behind my house is going to get built up, which is, you know, in the path of progress, but not something I am particularly looking forward to. But what can you do? Cities evolve, the communities grow, people require more homes, so yeah, that's gonna be it for our little green field behind our house. It's not a big field again, but it's a really nice place, you know. You sit on the balcony and you have nothing but nature behind you. And that's gonna be taken away. Judging by the mini-map, this field has a better yield, so the farmer must have taken better care of it. Which goes in our favor, because the leasing is always the same. It doesn't matter how well the field was maintained. And the more product we get, the more we're gonna get paid. One more pass down here. And then I think I'm going to engage the worker. While I was on my work today, I have seen a John Deere just like this. It was 6300R, a bit older model, something like this, yeah. And it was used to clean the roads from the, what's it called, the rocks that are distributed during the winter, so you can drive safely in icy conditions. Okay, while this harvesting thing is going on, I'm gonna jump to the farm and we are going to be taking care of our animals. Let me check for a second how the garden is doing. So, garden... Oh, we are already out of water. I did not realize that. Okay, change of plans. We are going to be sorting out the garden first, because we need it producing. Where is my Steyr tractor? It's over here. Dirty as heck. I did not realize the garden is going through the water so fast. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on that. Yeah, if I would take a closer look at the garden itself, I would be well aware of the drought. Okay, well, sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. But thankfully in Farming Simulator, if you forget to water your garden, you don't I mean, your product is not destroyed completely, so you just water it and it goes back again. Do I need anything else? Polyfertilizer is also very low. Okay. I'm gonna put a couple of trailers in. So it went through what? 5,000 liters. This fast. Okay, this is really fast. Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just using the water pump to drive into the lake. $6,000 liters. The garden went through 6,000 liters as fast as it did. Oh look, it's already green. Well, that is unexpected, I must say. So 10,000 liters is not that much. All right. I'm gonna leave the trailer over here. We don't need the access to the water for anything else than the watering of the garden. Let me park the Steyr over here. and then hop into this one. I mean, the amount of silage. Pathetic. This is why we didn't want to work. I think I'm gonna empty all 3 bags or pallets of solid fertilizer into the garden to keep it producing for some time. How are we looking? Okay, solid fertilizer looks good, seeds are looking okay, and water is looking okay. Which means we should be getting more products. I think I have all 3 activated. Yeah, tomatoes, lettuce, and strawberries. Let me put the pallet forks back in the shed over here. So if the cows have 23,000 liters, that should be enough for today. Maybe by next time tomorrow the silage is going to be fermented enough to be used. So I'm going to take out a few bales of what's it called? It's the hay, yeah, of course. So hay bale. We only have 5 hay bales. We only have 5 hay bales. 5. I don't understand. I was... Is it 5? Wasn't it more? Only 5. Okay, that will be a problem. Well, if nothing else, we are going to be buying hay for our feed. That's going to be expensive feeding process. And since it is October, it's probably too late to be making any hay, even though it is 19 degrees still. Yeah, of course. I went to the water trigger. Okay, let me then just make sure that our lambs are fed. And let me see. The lambs have more than half, so that should last a while. And they have 6,000 liters, which should also last a while. So the cows have not much in the feed department. They're also not producing milk yet. They are going to be very quickly, I think in 3 days time, so 3 months. No, actually no, they are only 14 months old. Okay, so they are not going to be producing milk anytime soon because they need to calve before they start producing. So what I'm thinking is we sell the heifers, so the Holstein female cows, when they reach adulthood, and then we buy Black Angus or some other meat producing breed, and we start raising that up, because they do use less food in the beginning at least, and more later on. So let me check where is the animal trigger for this barn. Oh yeah, it's over here. Okay, yeah, so we could use, this is the milk producing, this is also milk producing, so we have Angus. We could take calves and so buy them for 300 and sell them for maybe 2000, not sure. Another option is limousine. They're also meat producing. So let me check. This one is 100 and it sells for 1,500 approximately. So that means 1,300 or so pounds profit, and the male goes for 100 pounds more, but they probably eat more, so maybe better thing would be to raise females. Yeah, so we can go through from calf to adult type of production. That would be one thing, one approach. Yeah, let me put these two back. That would be one way to approach it. Let me check another thing. There's so much to do. I'm barely handling myself. Okay, so we will be planting sunflowers, which is in the spring. Okay, we have time. We have plenty of time to go around that. And this one is almost full, which is perfect. So this field has given us quite a bit more product than the first field. So we have together now around 6,000, 7,000 liters of sunflowers. And let me check. So 2 liters of sunflowers converts into 1 liter of oil, am I right? Sunflower, yeah, 2 to 1. And it sells for, let me find the oil. Sunflower oil sells for, okay, 6,000. What is the best price? 6,500 pounds. Okay, 6,500 pounds. Let me just take over. 6,500 pounds per 1,000 liters. That means we have around 18,000 in the trailer right now. Something like that. Which is not bad. I think the leasing costs were around 7 grand. And we have only done 2 fields and we already have more potential money in the oil sales. Okay, so the worker has done a pretty good job. They're just some odd spots to clean up. And the last row so we're not going to be leasing these fields, we're gonna return them today because we don't want to be paying for land we are not going to be using. It's better to buy it if you have the option, because you can always sell it and you have a capital in the land, you know. And you can get a bigger loan if you have more land, more what's it called, more the more things you own, the more loan you can get. So yeah, let me phrase it that way. Alright, almost a full tank. While this is unloading, let me oh yeah, I should turn it off first. That would be smart thing to do. And without turning it off, disconnecting the header would be a dumb way to dive. These PTOs and other things that rotate like a lathe. This is a terrible thing to get caught into. Alright, so the traffic is acting up again. So let me just a little bit more to the back. Looks like the... Yeah, I wanted to say that it looks like the traffic sorted itself out while I proceed to drive over a car. Well, that is one way to discover the traffic, in fact, has not sorted itself out. And now let's go to the last field. That last field is a little bit of an odd shape, but I'm just gonna let the worker work, and I'm gonna fix everything he misses after the field is done being harvested. I'm gonna borrow a neighbor's field for this operation. It doesn't look like it has anything in it, it's just weeds. Okay, the worker is working. I just noticed this floor, which is a very nice texture with the moss in between the rocks. Amazing, I love it. This really is a beautiful map. Now let's follow to the field with this tractor. You can see it's getting towards winter when the days are darker during the evenings, even the afternoon hours, like it's 3:20 right now and it's already getting dark. What is he doing? No. Okay, so it looks like the worker didn't quite figure the field out. I'm going to help him manually. Alright, so considering the size of this field, we got quite a lot of sunflowers out of it. So 2,600 liters almost. Not quite, but close. Okay, let me return the fields before I forget. Dissolve lease. Dissolve lease, yes. And dissolve lease, yes. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the combine right here. And I'm going to take the sunflowers to our oil mill, dump them out, and that's gonna be end of this episode. In the next episode I will be harvesting the other fields, the bigger fields. These are not quite ready yet to be harvested, so we have to wait a bit. And I think we're going to be selling our cows and buying the Angus breed, which is the carcass breed, and we are going to do calf to adult production and then selling them. I think that's gonna be a better choice considering our food situation, because younger cows, the smaller they are, the less they consume, and thus we have some time to resolve our food situation. Okay, so this is us dumping the sunflowers to our production. Let me see how it looks like. So we have almost 10,000 liters of sunflowers and almost 4,000 liters of canola. We already have some oil and the sunflower is starting to produce. So yeah, this is going to be it for this episode. Thank you for watching. I hope you had a great time and see you next time. Bye bye.